What's up, Dragon Brood? So today, well, first off, let me say I'm gonna try not to yawn in y'all's ear too much. I'm actually recording this a bit later than normal, so I'm trying to do my best to get through it. Had a bit of a long day today. We had to record the podcast, and there was some very contentious, controversial things going on in the Magic community that we had to talk about. So if you know, you know. If you don't, they're not things I want to bring up. Just saying, if I'm a little tired and distracted, that's what it's from. But I think I'm gonna be okay. So today we're gonna be doing, I don't even know the best way to describe it, a GRUUL Landfall Mutate deck? Question mark? This is really being done because last night on stream, somebody showed a list that a guy I've gotten to know a little bit, DanyTLaw, who also streams, that's DanyTLaw. Check him out, fun stuff. But he decided to play us on stream, had some good luck with it, people enjoyed it, and more importantly, people want to see me play with the Scute Swarm. So figured why not. I've been putting it off, haven't put Scute Swarm in a deck. This seems like a lot of fun. I have all of 2 games in with it in total. We'll see how it does here on stream on actual recorded games, but we'll see what happens. But before we get into that, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this deck and see what it's all about. Okay, one quick thing before we get into this video. I do want to say, if you have any content creators on the YouTube platform that you enjoy, please consider supporting them any way you can right now. There are some things going on behind the scenes that a lot of creators aren't talking about, but a lot of them are getting significantly less money or even no money because of some stuff behind the scenes with YouTube. They're trying to work it out right now and figure out what the problem is. But some of your favorite content creators are probably relying on that money. So if you can, join their Patreons for a month, buy a piece of merchandise, do whatever you can to support them because they could sure use it right now. Okay, that being said, let's get in and take a look at this deck. And it's interesting because we're starting out with Gilded Goose, just to be able to make some extra mana, try to play your cards on time. We do have several things that cost 4 and 5, so if we can get extra mana, or even mutate onto a thing that flies, that's always a bonus. So we're playing 2 Scavenging Ooze just because the card's good, and again, if you get counters on it, it's good to mutate onto. Couple of Florahedron, and I'm really becoming a fan of this card slowly but surely. Having the option to have it as a land or as a creature really gives you a decent amount of flexibility. Brushfire Elemental, just a good landfall creature. Scute Swarm, one of the biggest reasons to play this deck. I'm going to give it a go. I know people are overjoyed to play this card. There's some people who've even said this card needs to be banned. I don't think it's that good. It's a fun card in the right decks, but it's not ban worthy. However, I will say I've been kind of pitching this for a few weeks, that I believe we're probably going to see something in the future where the max number of copies you can have of any card or token is probably going to be set at like 20 or 30. Mostly because I think if we get to a world where we are playing mobile Magic, you don't want phones crashing because somebody made 30, 40, 50 copies of a thing, you know, whatever. So I think they're going to set a cap just to make it easy for the processors. But anyway, that's all predictive. A couple of Everquill Phoenix, just because it's a good all-around card, turns things into a 4/4, you can get it back from the yard. There's some fun stuff going on here. Gem Razor, we all know about that. Migratory Greathorn, which is great whenever you have landfall stuff. And Terror of the Peaks, because if you do get the landfall and you're able to keep making copies, well then Terror of the Peaks is going to keep doing damage, and that's awesome. Especially when applied next to an Auspicious Sterix. So also good times. Vivian Monster's Advocate helps us search for the cards we want, which is nice. And then if we get lucky and stick one of these or just have a lot of mana, Ugin the Spirit Dragon, who's never fun for your opponents, and honestly, not even that much fun to play, but I get why it's in here. Then we have 18 basics, a couple of Evolving Wilds, and 4 Fabled Passages. So that's 7, 18, 22, 24. You've got 25, 26, 27 land sources. So that's not too bad. Should work out. But who knows how good it is? No idea. But we're about to go find out in the arena. You know what's interesting? On the surface, I feel like this is probably a better best of 3 deck than a best of 1. Mostly because you get the flexibility of knowing what you need to be doing kind of on the other side of everything. which I don't know if game one's like we can make the right choices as far as knowing like when to deploy a Scoot Swarm, what should we be mutating or whatever, right? Those things are all important, but don't know if we have a way to take advantage of some of these things. All right, so let's go ahead and just play one Scoot Swarm here. Well, hold on. Maybe we don't. Because if it dies, we won't have an untapped land for next turn. But if we did this, then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. If we drew an untapped, we could have 5. You know what? I'm just going to do this. If they spend their turn just killing a Scoot Swarm, so be it. That's just a risk we're willing to take, I guess. I assume they'll kill it, though, because I would. But then this gives us an opportunity, I guess, to play Scavenging Ooze, see what they do to that, and then try to follow up with another Swarm. Okay, they didn't have a kill card for it, so that's a bonus. No blocks. It's pretty fantastic. And we got a land. Okay. Well, I kind of wanted to play second Scoot Swarm here. I think we go ahead and do it, though. All right. Yeah, we only get the one, but next turn we can get a bunch with these Fable Passages or Evolving Wild, so no attack. Let's see what we can survive here. All right, there's a Garrett. All right, Garrett's just making a token. They opted not to attack. Ooh, that's awesome for next turn. So we use this turn just to set up Terror of the Peaks, is what we want to do here. All right, we'll go ahead and get a mountain, so we have that guaranteed in our pocket. And then play... No reason really to run the Scavenging Ooze out here, because there's no creatures in the yard yet. So we're just going to play this as a creature. Oh, no. Well, I couldn't anyway. I already played the other land. Never mind. I had to play it as a creature. Okay, no attacks. The other reason this is important, y'all, is by having the Florahedron out, I know I have 5 mana, so I could play the Terror first, and then I can copy all the tokens and start dealing damage, which is what we really want to do here. So the first 2 come into play. We'll target Garrick.
Watch yourself, buddy.
Target Garrick.
Don't think this is over.
We already have another mountain in hand, so we're just going to go ahead and get a forest here. We're just going to deal 2. As this target spell an opponent controls. So we could just kill that. Alright. Seems fine. And now we have 5, 6, 7. No attacks. We'll start attacking next turn, I think. I mean, now they're really trying to deal with our Terror of the Peaks, or else it's going to be ugly for them. That's a concern, but we can just block with a bunch of 1/1s. Oh, yeah, we're in the driver's seat now. Do we even care to block? Yeah, we'll block. I actually played my lands wrong last turn. Well, not really, because it allowed me to kill a thing. I'm just going to put everything in front of it. I mean, I'm going to have disposable tokens, so whatever. Right. Exactly. Yep. Ooh, we get to go first. What do we do with this? Yeah, we keep. Let's see what the opponent wants to do here. We just played a land tap. That doesn't tell us a whole lot. Tells us mostly nothing, honestly. But I say we go ahead on this Scoot Swarm here. I mean, if they have like a Heartless Act or something, so be it. They can't kill it with a... Oh, it's... Scoot Swarm's gonna live at least a turn here. Lovestruck Beast. Okay, fair. We're not that concerned about a Lovestruck Beast. Do that. Do this. Get a token. Play this duder. And no attacks. Still a long way from getting our infinite Scoot Swarmy dudes. Ooh, opponent's gonna get a lot of cards here, though. Ooh, do we want a second Scoot Swarm? Oh, we can do that anyway, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, we only have 4. So we can play a Scoot Swarm after the fact. I wonder if we want to, though. If we just want to put a Gem Razor on something. Because that would make this a... 4. Could become a 6/6. Which does let us fight a Lovestruck Beast. That's not irrelevant. Assuming we keep finding land. If we don't, that's a different problem. So, what I'm going to do is just attack. Because we can do that and still play the Scoot Swarm here. And then play the Gem Razor next turn, even if we don't find land, and we can figure out what to do from there. Though we want to find some of our other mutate stuff. Like, this would be the time. We want one of them Great Horns. Or Asterix or something. That's what we're looking for right now. You are reasonable. Not really what we're looking for. Opponent will probably try to kill the Terror of the Peaks, though, I'd imagine. Because I would. That would probably be priority 1, honestly. Yeah, exactly. that's what I would do. Even though they probably want to kill Scoot Swarms. Yep. Fair. That is cute. Huh. What do we want to do with that? Put it on a Brushfire Elemental? I mean, because I'm not inclined to block with that. You know, and if y'all watch my 1-minute video today, one thing I mentioned is you can still go over top of a lot of these decks. So having flyers is a relevant thing to do. This is also good because if this dies, now I can just pay the 1 during end step and get the Everquill Phoenix back. Now that changes if for whatever reason they're playing a Gem Razor, then they kill my artifact first, then kill the Phoenix, but that's all fine. Just a risk we have to take. Order of Midnight, great. Order of Midnight does not block, so we don't mind that. Order of Midnight can't block. All right, what are we going to do here, opponent? I'm going to say, if you attack, I will block. We have expendable troops. Jeez, it took you long enough. I mean, if they have a kill card, they're going to kill a Scoot Swarm anyway, right? Okay. Attack for 6. Ooh, Murderous Rider. All right. Seems reasonable. All right, so the plan here next turn is going to be to try to get our Phoenix back during their end step. Then on our turn, see if we can Gem Razor a Gilded Goose and see if that's enough. Opponent is gonna Hagra Mauling to kill that. Yeah, sure. Doesn't change our plan right now at this stage. Scavenging Ooze somewhat changes our plan because now we need an additional point of damage, which is a little unfortunate, but not a lot we can do about it. Okay, we will block yet again. Where can we find one more point? Oh, I messed up. I wasn't even thinking. I should have had to do it in response to the other guy. Dang it. I'm an idiot. I might have just cost us the game there. From just being dumb. I could have had the win next turn. Dang it. That's what I get. Well, now what? Yeah, I had no reason to lose that creature. I was just being stupid, y'all. Not sure what I want to do with this Great Horn, though, is kind of the thing. I'm going to go ahead and play it. There's nothing else that helps our other draws out. And it's possible we find like a Sterix to put on the Gem Razor stack or something. I don't know. But they do have 4 cards. But we could very well have had 2 flyers last turn, had the opponent down to 1, and be able to win this turn. So definitely cost ourselves there. Sure, same things. Yep. Could have been in a winning position here, and I did this to myself. Because even if the opponent would have been able to, they'd have been at 1, even if they'd have been able to activate Scavenging Ooze 3 times, that would have still been enough. All right, well, let's just draw Sterix, and then we'll just flip some Vivians or something into play, and then it won't matter. Okay, we got a Vivian. That's not the worst thing. Not what we were looking for. Also sad to have a land on top. So we know we're not getting a creature. So that's very disappointing. Still have outs, but it doesn't look nearly as good as it did before. And we may need to desperately protect Vivian here, which is also kind of sad. The opponents, if they choose to attack, I'm assuming it's going to be Lovestruck Beast, Order of Midnight, Scavenging Ooze, Murderous Rider. Our blocks currently look like Beast on Order of Midnight, Great Horn on Murderous Rider, probably Florahedron on Lovestruck Beast. Well, there goes that plan. Oh yeah, we're dead now. GG's. Yep, we lost because of my own mistake. I'm going to keep this. It's a very risky hand because we're basically going to try to put a Great Horn on a Gilded Goose. If it fails once and they kill the goose, we'll do a second one. And if they kill that goose, we could be in trouble if we don't draw land. But let's see. Even if it works, it only has minimal upside because we're still going to be at 3 lands even after we do what we're trying to do. And we'll still need a second red for Terror of the Peaks, though we could make a food. So there's a few outs, depending on what happens. All right, well, the deck's going to give us a lot of opportunities to play with Gilded Goose. They can stomp our Gilded Goose, and then we can just goose. Nope, they're going with the Cobras. They got plans of their own. All right, so we did find a second red mana. That helps. All right, so we're getting somewhere here. We can double goose next turn if we want to. Or play a goose, make a food, whatever we think's appropriate there. Or who knows, maybe we just goose, attack for 3. So they're just playing the Temur ramp deck, it appears. Okay. Just trying to think if I want to Terror or Sterix, actually, next turn. That feels like a real choice. Can't really decide what I want to do here, but we have access to 5. We could put it there, get a land and 2 triggers. All right, so I want to attack here just to discourage the opponent from killing it, because they may consider trying to kill it if they want to attack for 2. Like, there's a chance they may still just want to do whatever they're going to do to it anyway, whether that's bounce it, kill it, whatever. But I'm trying to reduce the odds that they'll want to touch it, is the biggest thing. And I know that seems weird and small and it's kind of little, but if I can do anything to basically draw the opponent's eyes off of the thing, I kind of want to right now. And part of me really wants to play Terror next turn, but I think I'm just going to go for it on the Auspicious Sterix. Because there's a good chance the opponent's going to tap enough mana down that they're not going to do anything to our Great Horn. But maybe that's what their holdup is right here. Maybe it's deciding should they do something to Great Horn or not. All right, there's a Beanstalk Giant. All right, so they still have access to 3 mana here. Not sure what they think is more worthwhile. 4 mana. Actually, 5. I mean, for all we know, they'll play their own Terror of the Peaks here, actually. Yep, that makes sense. And we know they can play this next turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right, well, that plan backfired. Oh, we got a backup Sterix. Okay. That does matter here. Okay. So if we Sterix here, we assume they play that. This is going to die, right? Because they're going to have a 7. Or only going to have a 6/6, but it would kill it, though. We could play our Terror to draw the attention away. I don't know if that's good enough, though. All right. Maybe we get lucky and hit Terror and something. But I'm going to do it. I'm keeping the land in hand, even though it's going to cost me a food. Because if we do hit, like, a Scoot Swarm or something, I want to be able to get extra tokens here. We did not. Oh, we did hit one. All right, there we go. Well, we got all the red land we need. Okay. We will attack because they're not going to block with their Terror of the Peaks. Pretty certain of that. Ooh, actually, I messed up. We could... Well, we won't dive, but it'd be close. So now they're likely to try to kill our Scoot Swarm, which is better for us by a long shot. I mean, yeah, it's like now, do you kill Scoot Swarm because there's just swarms making swarms now? So it's less exciting. You still try to kill our Sterix, I think. Yeah, that's what I would do. Makes sense. All right, well, we're going to do the thing then. Play it on a Scoot Swarm. Ooh, most excellent. Most excellent, friends. Most excellent. Kill that thing. Oh, no, I could have just killed the opponent. What am I doing? Ooh, definitely got a mulligan this one. This is not where we want to be. This is not great either, but we're going to gamble. I think we just play that here. All right, that doesn't tell us much about what the opponent's doing. So I don't want to get too married to that idea. Aw, if I'd have known that, I would have just went and got a forest deck. Though, such is the laws of magic. That happens quite a bit. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and play Scavenging Ooze. Probably get Bone Crushed or something, that's fine. I'd rather protect these things. Alright, coming in to attack. I mean, feel free to kill both our things. We don't mind. Seems reasonable. Unfortunately, we don't get anything from our graveyard to eat because that does exile. Oh, come on, Gem Razor. You were not a Gem Razor at all. Okay, well, let's at least try to make the Scavenging Ooze bigger. This limits the ways they can kill it. Though they're probably playing Thundering Rebuke if this is the type of deck I think it is. So we're probably not that protected in all reality. A second Valakut Exploration. Oh boy. We need a Gem Razor bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6. Well, let's go for it. Good a time as any. Oh, Goose. You were not what we were looking for. Though, that does keep us closer to being able to kill the opponent. Now another Brushfire Elemental is lethal because we have this out. Alright, they're going to get... Alright, that's a thing. And that's a thing. Both relevant cards. Alright, Chandra. Will kill a Goose, if they so choose.
Nothing can slow me down.
But if that's their only real play, I think we're good here. Yep. Yep. This seems reasonable. Not outstanding, but reasonable. Would like another forest, so if this dies on the second turn, we could immediately play a Scavenging Ooze and get a +1 out of it. We have 2 turns to draw the forest, though. Alright, we didn't get it this turn. Definitely want to draw it next turn. Okay, we'll get in there for our whole whopping 1 damage. Yeah, this isn't even great because if we don't get a second forest here, this Gem Razor's not going to do a whole lot of anything. Alright, Blood Chief's Thirst. Alright, some type of Dimir something or other going on here. Not sure if I want to run the Scoot Swarm out. Don't think I do. See if we can get the opponent to spend some more removal cards on some things first. Alright. Unfortunately, that was the removal card. I was hoping they would have something else. But, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Oh, they're going to try to counter it here. Alright, that's not too hurtful. We don't mind that. Now we just need a land in general. Land would be great. Not that land deck. Not that land. Ah, boy. I mean, I guess we gotta. If they have it, they have it. They didn't play anything, so they either have a removal card or a counter. We know that. Alright, we'll at least get 1 token. Scoot Swarm will die, I assume. Well, we'll get 2. Because we'll get that one, and then we can go search. Oh, well, that's actually not that bad at all. Alright. So that seems okay. That was a reasonable exchange. Alright, not what I thought was going to happen, but I'll take it. Now if we get a land, we can play Terror of the Peak, start putting some other creatures in the way. This could be alright. Nothing in the yard to get back. 2 unknown cards. 1 which they're going to put into play. Probably flip 2 cards and turn the creature into a 3/2. But we would double block here. I mean, it's worth more to block and kill that Enforcer than it is anything else. Gosh, we need a land bad. We need a land so bad. Oh, boy. What do we do here? If I had a land, I wouldn't mind playing a Scoot Swarm, but I think now we just hold it. And I'd rather just have more creatures here. I don't want to put this on a thing. We don't get much benefit here, and they don't play many artifacts. No attacks, because we know they can just play the Brazen Bar. Yep, that was going to turn that into a 3/2. So attacking would have done nothing. I mean, we'd have got 1 point through if we attacked with both. Not really worth it here. It's possible the opponent will forget, but that's going to give Brazen Bar +1/+1. Oh, well, we'll still block. Wow, they keep flipping all my Gem Razors. I mean, not my Gem Razors, but my Terror of the Peak. Oh, why? Why no land deck? Why? Why you treat me like this? Okay, that's a good sign. Looks like the opponent has no more counters. No attacks. And they didn't appear to have spot removal either. So are their hands just lands? But I think they missed a land drop, though, at some point. Huh, that doesn't really add up. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Something's not right. There is a narrative that does not make sense in my head, and I gotta figure out why. Oh, did you just pick up a spell counter? Gosh dang it. Oh, they didn't. Fantastic. Then we are definitely going to play this with Reach. Faux show.
We will adapt to any threat.
No attacks. All right. Now we can do a lot of stuff. Okay, Zarasan, not worried about it. We still have 35 cards. So not worried about that. And now we can minus on Vivian to go get a Scoot Swarm if we want to. Then play a land 6 to start making more Scoot Swarms. And I think we're pretty good from there. Because now the opponent has to have some combination of both a kill card and or a spell. It really has to have two things there. They're going to bounce a creature. Seems fine. That doesn't really do much. Yeah, that's actually not bad news for us at all. Oh, we get to put a Terror on the peaks on top. Love that. So we'll block, and we'll block. Yeah, that was a good situation for us. That'll do it. Oh. Well, I'm going to hop over to Twitter here in a second and give my boy Danny some props. This is actually a lot of fun, I have to admit. I think what I like about it is it's not the ridiculous decks where you're trying to just make 80 Scoot Swarm tokens. Or as a matter of fact, you don't even want to play Scoot Swarm on turn 3 a lot of times in this deck. You want to play it on turns like 5, 6, or 7 as you're getting those extra lands, or when you already have a Terror that peaks out, or whatever. Like, it's actually more of a tool than the centerpiece of the deck, which I really enjoy. It's actually like a mutate deck that happens to play Scoot Swarm, and that actually is way more entertaining to me than the other options I think that we have available. Because I've seen so many of these like screenshots of all these Scoot Swarm decks going wide and whatever and getting 80 tokens, but like, you don't need to do that to win. I mean, come on. Again, I'll say, just if you have other content creators, myself included, but not as badly as some other people have been hurt by some of the stuff going on behind the scenes right now with YouTube and their revenue tracking, consider, if you're able to, seriously joining somebody's Patreon, buying a piece of merchandise, buying something that they have an affiliate program to or whatever to help them out this month so they can get some of their guaranteed revenue that they're not getting right now from YouTube for their efforts. Yeah, as for the deck, I don't think I'm going to change much except for maybe a couple of things in the sideboard, but that's because of personal taste. But otherwise, this is a lot of fun, y'all. If you have it does take a fair amount of wild cards, I will say that. But if you have them, go for it. It's fun. I mean, it really is fun. I enjoyed it. I will probably be playing more of this deck. But yeah, if you haven't, please remember to like this video. It really does help us get seen by more people if you do it closer to when the video comes out. Also, hit that subscribe button because that helps me out, showing people, hey, this is how many people appreciate what I'm doing. And then hit that notification bell because that's for you to get notified every time I have a wild video like this up. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.